continuously some lectures are going on. As a student, I am also at that time. I will get bored. And why this man is telling so much? Particularly when history teacher comes. Perhaps you met, it is also your experience. When history teacher comes, and more particularly civics teacher. In history, at that time civics is a part of history. Social and civics, both are the social. So when civics history comes, we used to get bored. Regarding constitution they will tell and we are get bored. When history is telling somehow we will get interested. Like that, when my sister was speaking, you got interested. And more particularly when speaking and translation is also getting to you. So you are little bit get benefited. So but your mind is tired now. So the mind is should in a capacity to receive the other person's message. Isn't it? Otherwise, it will hear and it will go from the ear. It will not kept in your mind. So what shall we do for that? How to keep our mind active now? After speaking, my sister, tell anyone how to keep our mind active. When I am speaking, I will be questioning to you so that I will also get some answers from you.
No, they are already energetic. They are
Yeah.
so much
No, I want the answers from them.
Mind is agitated now.
Agitated now. See, mind is agitated now. How to keep it calm now? So that we can listen properly. So, a slogan will take either in Urdu, either in English, either in Telugu, either in any language. For that purpose, commonly we use the slogan of the Dr. Ambedkar. I say Jai Bhim, so you must also give a response to Jai Bhim. Okay?
Yes.
Ready?
Yes.
Shall I take this slogan? Yes. Jai Bhim! Jai Bhim! Jai Bhim! Jai Bhim! Thank you. Second thing, my sister has elaborately given to you the lecture. Now I am not going to that lecture again. The contribution of the Dr. Ambedkar, how do you think? Anyone can tell. The contribution of the Dr. Ambedkar, more contribution, okay. More contribution to whom he has given in his life. To SCs, BCs or minorities or on those days upper caste. To whom he has given the more concentration to the people. Anyone has any idea? You read him, you understood him, but you are keeping silent. Why? Because there is a fear psycho in your mind. If I give some answer, perhaps my answer may be wrong. Why should I give that answer? No, here it is not that. Answer is wrong or right is not. I want to learn from you. That's why I am asking the question. Listen to it. Be free of mind. Any question I will ask, freely you can answer anything. That is why I am asking. So what is the contribution of Baba Saheb Ambedkar? More in his history, to whom he has given the more contribution in his life. Normally,
He give equality for everyone.
to give equality for everyone. Any other answer from your side? From upper benches? Some answer from you I expect. SCs and minorities. From this side? For women. Hindu code bill for women. Okay. First, his contribution is for the nation. Total his contribution is for nation. Because how my India should be, it was his contribution. For that, he fought with all the people who oppose the Hindu society. Normally, if I tell you, you may be wondered, what is the meaning of Hindu? Anyone as an Ambedkarite, you might have read what Ambedkar said about the word Hindu. How it is coined. How the word Hindu coined. When Parsis came over to India, and after British came, they did what name they have to give, because he says some other name, he says some other name, Shankar says some other caste. How he will remember all those things? Hindu in Parsis is a thief. Dongalanu Hindu antar Parsilo. So here, by listening that word, the Parsis used to call us as a Hindu. Why? Because they called us as a Hindu. Because, just as my sister told, Chaturvarna system, Brahmin will in the upper level, Kshatriya will be some other level, and Vaishyas will be other level. These three people are cheating us, the other people. These three sections are cheating us, isn't it? So, those people who came from that side, then they are the cheaters. Instead of telling the cheaters, they are the Hindus in their language. Hindu word is not the Telugu word, nor a Sanskrit word, nor Hindi word. Because those people have given the name to us as a Hindu, gradually the Hindu word has been absorbed by us as we are Hindus. That means we are the cheaters. We agreed for that. We are the cheaters. If we call as a Hindu, we are the cheaters. That's why what happened, those don't want to have to name the cheaters. Somebody has become Muslims, someone have adopted as a Christians. Like this, the people are divided. But who does not want to join them, they are still living as a Hindus, including Shankar. So finally, what Baba Saheb Ambedkar told, to get out of this word Hindu, he asked all the people. He has not discriminated any religion, but he told, join the Buddhism. He advocated for the Buddhism. For about 30 years, he read all the religions. There is a book also on him. He read all the religions. In the last, to some extent, not the full extent, Islam is the best religion. Islam is the best religion. There is no discrimination. Gradually discrimination has developed in Islam also. After sailing with the Hindus, they started the discrimination against the women of the Christians, women of the Islam. There is a discrimination even in Christianity. So Baba Saheb Ambedkar said, which is the religion best in the world, where the discrimination will not be there, either between the women and men. That is Buddhism, Lord Buddha. Because Buddhism is not a religion at all, what Baba Saheb Ambedkar says. Buddhism is not a religion. Because of this present situation, we will call it as religion. Buddhism is first your mind to grow, individual's mind to grow. After growing your mind, you have to respect the other person. Respect the other person, whether it is men or women. And more on that, women has to give in full respect in the Buddhism. Whereas in other religions, total respect is not there against the woman in their religions. This is the thing. So Dr. Ambedkar has advocated, why advocated the Buddhism to prevail is this. And he gave one example for that. Hindu Mahasamudram, Hindu Ocean, that one, ocean is there. Arabian Ocean, Hindu Mahasa Ocean is there. So many rivers are there in India. Finally, river is going and joining the ocean. All the rivers are going into and joining with some ocean. After joining the ocean, can you find the Ganga river, Yamuna river, Tungabhadra river, our Krishna river? Can you find in the ocean? This is the religious water. This is the Ganga water. So that is why Dr. Ambedkar said religion should be like an ocean, where after joining there shall not be any discrimination. There shall not be anything to point out that he is so and so, so and so, except the men and women. That's all. That is the message of the Dr. Ambedkar. So, are we following that or not? You may follow your religion. Ultimately, I am following the religion in my house, as my sister told. In the house you may follow. But while coming into the society, what you have to follow? We are all one, mutual with mutual respect. That mutual respect is lacking today. 90% mutual respect is lacking today. This is the one thing. Secondly, education is grown. When Ambedkar was there, education among the, even among the SCs or even among the Muslims, the education was very poor. Common education. But today, education is improved a lot. From 1% to today, at least 6% we got the education. In some areas, it is more than 6% also. But the educated people are united or not? All the educated people are united? Tell me. No. Because in Gujarat, what happened? You know everybody. Particularly Muslims will understand in Gujarat what happened. Still case is going on Supreme Court. Gujarat happened in years back, but still case is going on in Supreme Court. That is the tragedy. Because in Supreme Court, who are living? Who are dealing with the case? Those persons. That's what I am telling. Those who are, they are leading with the, as a judges in the Supreme Court. Then why don't you go to the Supreme Court judge? When you understand that discrimination is taking place in the Supreme Court also, then why don't you prepare to go to the Supreme Court? Occupy the Supreme Court totally as a judge, not as advocate I am asking. Mentally prepare yourself. I will not go to the computers. There are computer sciences, lot of people are there now. They are also not getting any income. If I am giving 10,000, somebody will ask, I will give you 5,000 rupees, you come. The people are going and working in the computer side. Instead of that, if you keep in your mind, I will change the history of this country with a full determination. I mean not individual. You will be going to Supreme Court but with collective mind. So we will change the history of this India. Two things are there. Which are the two things to change the history of India? Tell me. Can you tell me? Okay. Okay. That's why I gave time to my sister. I can, little I can speak because I want my sister to speak more before you. That's the reason. If I go on speaking, I will be like this. You have reminded me, I am very happy. Certainly I am telling. The two things which can change this country, face of this country. What are those two things? One is?
Annihilation of caste.
Okay, caste is there. But who can remove that caste? If you want to remove the caste, where you have to sit and remove the caste? Where can you sit? If you sit here, yes, I can remove the caste, you can tell. Which are those two seats? When is my sister told? Say loudly. Parliament. Parliament, we have to sit in the parliament. Today parliament is occupied by whom? Again this thing. In Kashiram says, Namam Janjam. These three people are sitting in the parliament. So you have to displace them from the parliament, you occupy this seat.
Who is the national leader of backward?
Tell me, sir.
Who is the backward?
I don't know, sir. Tell me,
Who
please.
is the leader, national leader of backward?
My elder brother, because I may be younger to him, my elder brother is asking a question. So who can give us an answer to that question? Sir, again you raise your question.
I am asking who is the national leader of Dalits and backward?
Today, plainly speaking, there is no national leader for the Dalits and backward classes because they are leaders. They are parliamentarians, members of parliament to that extent only. Their mind is not working for their people.
Not the decision makers.
They are not the part of the decision making.
One leader should be there.
Party leader, for example, I am telling you. When Congress party was there, in the parliament, who is their leader? Party president is the leader. When the BJP is there, the party president is the leader in the houses. So when as a Dalit, as a Christian, as a Muslim, as a backward class, my sister is part of the Congress, I am part of the BJP regime. If I want to raise any question on behalf of my community, I cannot raise the question. I have to take the permission from my leader, parliament leader. This is a system of parliament. So if I go in, sir, I want to raise this question in the parliament regarding this. No, you don't raise. I will raise this matter. You are telling me, na? I will raise it. He will raise in his own manner. Similarly in the Congress party. My sister has told clearly that Communist party is how the Communist party was. So there is no voice for you in the parliament. Though you are the member in the parliament, but you do not have the voice in the parliament. Similarly, in the Supreme Court, what happened? In Calcutta High Court judge, who belongs to SC, hailing from Tamil Nadu. You might have read that recently article, just about 5 years. You might have read it in newspapers. A judge was asked to stand on a bone in the Supreme Court. 5 judges are sitting and he was asked to stand on the bone. Whereas in the other judge, I will tell the name of other judge because I don't want to tell my name of my judge. Whereas in the Supreme Court, Justice Ramaswamy, not K. Ramaswamy, Justice Ramaswamy was there, a senior judge. How he has done, Supreme Court understood. They could not pass any strictures against the Ramaswamy. But they could pass the strictures against the scheduled caste judge who was in the Calcutta High Court. And for the first time, a judge has taken the shelter under the Prevention of Atrocities case against those 5 judges. He filed a case in Supreme Court against those 5 judges who were humiliating him, discriminating him, harassing him. As a judge I am there, I am being discriminated, I am being harassed. So again, those 5 judges, I took the shelter of the Prevention of Atrocities Act. But who has to give the answer for that? Another judge. Who are they? They belong to same community. Will they give any judgment to me? I could not receive any judgment. That's what why I am telling is, in India today, keep it in mind, raise your mind. Just not for your mind is not just for reading the books and writing the question and answers in the exam. Isn't it? That is the part of your life. But that is not the entire part of your life. You have to gain the knowledge out of that question, out of that your answer. You have to gain the knowledge about the society. Even in a computer science, while doing computer science, you have to apply your mind for the society. So in this country, even after 75 years, Constitution is not being properly implemented. Even this 75 years, had the Constitution was implemented properly, by this time, reservation should have been abolished. Why? Because Baba Sahib Ambedkar asked the reservation to be continued for 20 years. Only 20 years. For the SSTs, you continue the reservations only for 20 years. Thereafter, you can remove the reservation. But if they remove the reservation, they know the repercussions where the votes of these people will go. To catch the votes in their mind, to rule this country with their, esoterically their mind is like that. So they want to continue the reservation for 10 years, 10 years, 10 years. Extended the reservation. And we are feeling, as a SC boy, I was also feeling happy at that time. When reservation is extended, I felt happy. I am telling, because at that time I does not know the total history of the Baba Sahib Ambedkar. When I read the Baba Sahib Ambedkar, even today 23 volumes have come. Only 23 volumes have come. Lot of history is there in the boxes in this parliament. That history has to be put forth before the people. They don't want to put forth before the people. That is it. So, don't think that because the Constitution is here, at least some benefit we are getting, some justice we are getting, not the total justice as ensured in the Constitution, here in the preamble. My sister has brought preamble before you, and you are printing this preamble and circulating. It is not just for keeping in your notebooks. This preamble is not just for this notebook. Because on this preamble, I will tell one thing and close it. Finally. Don't think otherwise I am taking a lot of time. The essence of this preamble, Constitution around 500 or 600 pages is there with the schedules, 12 schedules are there. But this preamble is very important. Politicians think that what is this preamble? In one case, Keshavananda Bharati case, long back in 1960s, the Supreme Court, 11 judges for the first time. Till today, 11 judges bench was not created in Supreme Court. They gave the judgment on the preamble of this Constitution. Preamble is very important. If anything goes wrong in the Constitution, in the articles, what is the aid for you? Which will help for you to decide, even for the Supreme Court? They refer to the preamble of the Constitution. How they will refer the preamble of the Constitution? Each word, what Baba Sahib Ambedkar said while drafting the Constitution. They will go to the preamble while drafting the Constitution, what Ambedkar has said on this point. You will be surprised. The point is here, one thing, justice. First, social, economic and political. What is the thought of Ambedkar on the social? They refer to the thought of the Dr. Ambedkar on the single point of social, to give their 11 judges, to give their judgment. They refer to the Constitutional Assembly debates. 5 volumes are there. I think any law student is there or not, I don't know. But even though you are not a law student, keep those 5 volumes with you. It may be around 2,000 or 3,000. By making a small function in your house, At least is spending 10,000 today, minimum. Purchase those 5 books in Delhi, order for that, keep it with yourself and go on reading what are the questions came, what is the answer Baba Sahib Ambedkar has given. So everyone. Lastly, the word he has used, fraternity. Fraternity, for what he has used? Fraternity is more important than justice and liberty. Fraternity, because of the word fraternity he has used and put in the constitution, today every religion people, at least commonly, we are all free to move anywhere in India, to together sit anywhere in India today. Earlier it is not there, even though it was there. Today you can go to any hotel and sit. According to your choice, you can take the food. Some other person may be in your front or not. If you are a vegetarian, a non-vegetarian will come and sit before you. You cannot ask him, I am a vegetarian, please go and take other seat. If at all you want, you change your seat. That is the fraternity given the right to the people of this country. Isn't it? The constitution is having that much importance to you all people. Any subject, but constitution is very important for you. And tomorrow, it is your right, it is my right, it is your burden, it is our burden. Protect this constitution. As my sister told in the ending, there is a threat to the constitution in the present government. So it is up to your hands, up to my hands, whether individually or singly. But my appeal is, we all jointly, SC, ST, BC, minorities, come together and protect this constitution. That should be our prime opinion, prime right and prime function to protect this constitution. Otherwise, how our lives will be, I don't know. Thank you, Jai Bhim, for listening to me.
Thank you so much, sir.